Welcome to another weekend of your elixir on television, the Independent Television Weekend News Magazine. As I serve you this weekend's installment, let's peep into the contents of the magazine from the cover page, where the nationwide protests have continued to negatively have its toll on socio-economic activities across the country. While almost all government warehouses have been looted across the country, some rampaging youths unleashed terror on some private warehouses along Textile Main Road, Benin City, leaving the owners in agony. The situation has forced some other states not only to fortify their security, but imposition of curfew is now the order of the day. With the permission of time, we will serve you other stories on this magazine. Good evening and welcome. I'm Philip from All Viewpoint. Two persons today narrowly escaped death as some Benin City residents looted food items from a warehouse owned by Edo State government located at Medical Stores Road, Benin City. Igboje Warrior reports that the attempt by security officials on the ground to dispel the looters were unsuccessful.
The situation at Medical Stores Road was tense as angry youths first opened the warehouse in the area. Efforts by security personnel to prevent the youths from looting the warehouse was unsuccessful as the youths succeeded in looting food and other items from the state government-owned warehouse. The situation was worsened following gunshots from security agents on the ground to disperse the youths. Some of the youths hit by stray bullets were rushed to the hospital.
They opened the place where we carry things. Before we knew it, started shooting, and they have shot me now at the neck.
Igboje Warrior reporting.
Meanwhile, Edo State government has said that the government warehouse looted in Medical Stores Road, Benin City, storing palliatives, materials, and medical supplies, served as a strategic reserve to mitigate eventualities in the state. In a statement, Special Advisor to the Governor on Media and Communication Strategy, Mr. Crusoe Saige, said upon receipt of relief materials, there has been an ongoing process of distribution for the past 7 months to the vulnerable and poor population to mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 crisis in the state. Explaining that the vandalized warehouse stored some strategic medical assets. He said the items looted include vaccines, high-end equipment, and other supplies. He noted that the government has distributed most of the palliative materials sent to the state and was stored at the warehouse, which has now been breached in Medical Stores Road, was strategic to mitigate eventualities. In a related development, goods worth millions of naira were looted today from a private warehouse located at Textile Main Road, Benin City. Best in Bureau reports that efforts by other sympathizers to prevent the looters proved abortive.
We're right here at Eribo Estate on Textile Main Road, a local government area of Edo State. This is a private residence, and we've been told that there are equally warehouses of individuals. Behind me are some persons from the streets who have invaded the estate, cutting away items that are stored in the warehouse, believing that they belong to the state government, or equally saying that they are COVID-19 relief materials. Some youths at the warehouses at Eribo Estate in Benin City, as both the old and young people, looted goods belonging to private individuals. A warehouse owner who watched helplessly while the youths looted his items, which include cartons of drinks, beverages, baby diapers, soap, amongst others, wailed uncontrollably. Some of the estate workers made frantic efforts to repel the youths, but were unsuccessful.
People are trying to say that all these goods is for COVID-19, and which is not for COVID-19, it's for personal marketing. It's not for COVID-19. That is why people are just carrying the goods.
It's a private business, what you are saying here. I also have two warehouses here. I have a customer in this Eribo Estate, Textile Road.
I was making effort to stop them, but still here, they were still packing things. You can look at the bullet warehouse. The bullet warehouse is being bust. They went to the government house. They destroy everything in the government warehouse. They came to Papa's and they distributed and they destroy everything in government in Papa's warehouse. It's not for government. Some of the affected persons said they were helpless. To come to their rescue were unsuccessful.
They looted my store. Everything. They carry everything. Went to mobile barrack. When we got mobile barrack and we drive inside, we met the commander there. Then begged him to please give me some policemen to come and dispatch these boys. That they are carrying my goods. That break the warehouse commissioner of police. So I wanted to get a number of the person in there. Then when I called them, he says the same thing. That if they send police now, then police come and kill somebody, because definitely by the time that this person then they refuse to go, then if police fire, then I'll shoot somebody, then they'll say police has killed. I say, please help us, come and use the tear gas to dispatch these people.
Of some military officers to disperse the youths. Edo State Police Command is yet to comment on the issue as at press time. This is one of Edo State's government effect of the COVID-19, and right here is a bit dark, but when they came, they made away with every foodstuff they saw here, and now they're believing that whatever they were taking from the other warehouses equally belong to the state government. The owners of the warehouses at the moment are counting their losses. From Eribo Estate, Textile.
People fear this morning at the UTC Market, Area 10, Garaki, Abuja, as security personnel repelled hoodlums who attempted to loot. A nationwide update.
The warehouse is located in the premises of the Cyprian Equestrian Building and the UTC Markets. A graphic designer, Shegu Sticker, said the UTC Market and the big shopping plaza in the area had been shut down. The FCT police spokesperson and other public COVID-19 palliative in the Plateau State capital. Information made available to newsmen says the hoodlums invaded the warehouse in Bukuru, Naita area, broke the gate and carted away the consignments. In another development, the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, visited some hospitals where some injured persons, while the few remaining are responding to treatment. Governor Sanwo-Olu said the government will pick up the bills for the children. In the meantime, Lagos State Governor said the state has commenced the process already and will work throughout the night. From items from the building located in Calabar, the state capital, after which they set the house ablaze. The police have not commented on the incident circulating online where some men looted mattresses, television sets and other items of efforts to restore order when one of the warehouses was being looted. Security personnel made attempts to repel the looters.
Lives are being threatened. Businesses are being looted. Public properties are also being targeted. To curb this act of criminality, I hereby declare 24-hour curfew in the Ilorin metropolis.
Roslyn Eworame reporting.
You're watching Saturday edition of the Weekend News magazine on ITV. More stories after the break.
Since 1999, Igbenedion University, Okada, has delivered high-quality education of international standard with uninterrupted calendar to teeming Nigerians and foreigners who are making waves in their respective vocations. In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, Benin University took advantage of its smart campus to conclude the 2019-2020 academic session successfully, using online mode of lecture delivery and examinations, thereby maintaining the sanctity of its academic calendar and timely graduation of students. You too can become part of this success story by enrolling for the 2020-2021 academic session at www.iuokada.edu.ng at the cost of 12,500 naira online or by certified bank draft. To ensure safety of staff and students upon resumption, the university has put in place all safety protocols prescribed by the NCDC. Signed, Friday Benji Bakari, Esquire, Registrar.
Line alias it's Europa New Chassis. You do well for our body as you don't make it travel from Benin to Lagos very cheaply. Student price. As you sabi how everything come at Benin. How I go take it, thank you. For small money prices to travel from Benin to Lagos. Select my tool, Volkswagen bus stop. Another bus go carry you to Ikeja, Abule Egba, Yanopaja. Now so another bus go carry you, go for Aja Lekki. While another bus go drop you for Ojota Pangroove Yaba. For Benin, Line get early morning bus service. We go carry you for 4 o'clock early morning fuel, drop you for Lagos for 7 o'clock Bamo. That's not why we they call them. Good morning, Lagos. Line, he get hotel for your relaxation and event center for all occasion. Line head office, he did 222 Ugbawa Lagos Road for Benin City. Line, the tiger of the road.
Do you need a place to eat good food as if you are at home? Then Home and Away Restaurant is the place. At Home and Away Restaurant, we have all kinds of delicious food, either African or continental. Our meals are always hot and fresh. Not only that, it's also very affordable. In fact, it's pay as you can. Our staff are professional and friendly. Our environment, very hygienic, serene and secure with spacious car park. We do both home and office delivery. We are open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Sunday. Home and Away Restaurant. We are located at number 1 Ikpokpan Road, off Sapla Road, GRA, Benin City. For more information, please call 0708 849 1281 or 0901 603 2522. Home and Away Restaurant. Total satisfaction and more.
Thank you for staying tuned. Business activities have continued to gain momentum in parts of Benin City in the aftermath of the relaxation of government curfew following the NSAS protest, which turned violent nationwide. Kingsley Uchegbu, who monitored activities in the commercial hubs and other parts of Benin City, has details.
Airport Road, New Benin, Mission Road and other parts of Benin City were a hive of commercial activities as residents came out to restock after weeks of shutdown of commercial activities. Obovarman Square was taken over by street traders while commercial drivers picked and dropped passengers in some restricted areas. Most bank automated teller machine points witnessed large number of customers.
The experience here is very, very terrible. I've been here since 8 a.m. to use the ATM to make some withdrawal, but only one machine that is working. Only one machine, and they open it about 10 o'clock. So it has been a terrible experience.
Some business owners expressed joy to be back in business after the recent upheaval in Benin City.
Business has bounced back. We are happy, as you can see, everywhere is calm now. Business is gradually going on, but customers are yet to come. By the grace of God, I believe things will be better.
Now that normalcy has returned, we just hope the National Assembly will sit down with the President to do the needful. Look at the grievances of the youths. Factories are closing down, companies are closing down, so that they can get jobs. The police salary is meaningless.
In town at present, it's difficult to see any policeman. Moreover, the financial houses, the banks, they are yet to open up. If this one continues by next week, it will be difficult to run the economy. There will be no money at hand. Since on Monday, majority have not been able to access the banking facilities.
Other residents called for more engagements between the governments at all levels and youth to avert future occurrence.
What actually this message passed to the entire country is that a lot of persons are not happy over what is happening in the entire country generally. When it comes to a lot of corruption activities, come to bad governance and what have you. But for this message now, I think most politicians would have realized that people are angry.
To avoid all this problem, the government should be proactive. If the president has come out before now, to address the youths, by now everywhere will be, look at all the damages that I don't know how we're able to recover all these things.
Petrol stations and other businesses in Upper Sabomba area and Murtala Muhammad Way also opened for business. There were joint security patrols in Benin City. Interstate transport is yet to pick up in some parks in Benin City. Kingsley Uchebu reporting.
Security personnel today successful in Asaba, Delta State. Austin Azu, who has details of this incident, reports that Governor Ifeanyi Okowa also inspected property that were recently set ablaze by suspected hoodlums.
As early as 6 in the morning, some hoodlums have already laid siege at the vet center along Okpanam Road, Asaba, to loot COVID-19 palliatives alleged to have been hidden by the state government, but were prevented by the security personnel acting on the tip-off. Delta State Governor Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, who visited the vet center, cleared the air that all COVID-19 palliatives and other relief items, including food, have been distributed. He said the state got commendation from CARCOVID for complying with the template prescribed for the distribution. He advised those planning to burn down the event center to desist, as the palliative have been distributed to the affected households, threatening that anyone caught will be prosecuted.
But for all Deltans, it's important that we realize that there are no food that should please treat that person as a criminal because there is no food stuff here. We are also aware that some people had also come with jerry cans of fuel. We need to defend our common infrastructure. It belongs to all of us.
Similarly, Delta State Governor also visited other scenes where government property were burnt by hoodlums. On the protest, Governor Okowa also reviewed the 48-hour curfew imposed in the state from 6 p.m.
and duties in the daytime from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Please, Deltans should obey this call, as I ask that they all remain vigilant and ensure that we remain peaceful and calm.
From Asaba, Austin Azu reporting.
Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong today reinstated the 24-hour curfew barely 48 hours after relaxing the curfew he earlier imposed in Jos, the state capital. Announcing the latest curfew in an address to the people of the state, the governor said the curfew, which will start from 4 p.m., will run till after an assessment of the situation. The curfew was relaxed from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. from 23rd October 2020. The governor, however, lamented that some hoodlums broke into the warehouses where palliatives delivered to the state by the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development were stored awaiting distribution and carted them away. According to him, to avoid further escalation, he directed the immediate reinstatement of the 24-hour curfew, earlier relaxed till further notice. In the same vein, Osun State Governor Gboyega Oyetola has imposed a 24-hour curfew on the state. This is coming barely 24 hours after suspending an initial curfew imposed on the state over the unrest caused by hoodlums. The governor made the announcement in a statewide broadcast. Issues that gave rise to the anti-SARS protest across the country and its attendant consequences during the period form the crux of an audience participation program, Politics Today. Efosa Wangwe brings details.
For over 2 weeks, the End SARS protest was held in some states across the country with the agitation that SARS should be scrapped and Nigeria police reformed. The federal government responded and the Inspector General of Police scrapped SARS, but the protest took another dimension, calling for good governance and was allegedly hijacked by hoodlums in most states. Against this backdrop, some discussants on the program were of the view that so much had been learned from the protest and condemned the Lekki shooting, which they said it was uncalled for. Professor Ben Usadolo is of the University of Benin. Ede Asenogwan is former Edo State MBA chairman, and Idehen Ebonyi is a political analyst.
It was not just SARS must end. Yes, they're talking about police brutality. There were other issues that these youths have been talking about publicly and in their offline engagements.
The military, under whatever, to release life ammunition. And then, of course, the conspiracy of the darkness that suddenly encompassed the place. So there must have been something sinister. If you knew that what you were going to do was right, why did the lights go out? Why are they denying that it was not the military?
It's a function of we, the leaders and those that are being led. We have all failed, as far as I'm concerned, including myself. What have we done in our various communities as citizens?
Viewers and listeners also contributed through phone calls.
They should stop all these things. Please, they're begging the whole Nigerians. But it's not good.
We have lecturers who are working very well. They are due for whatever promotion or they are due for whatever package that they have signed for them. They are not giving them. When they start, it become problem. So let government at all levels be proactive to avoid the repeat of this.
Politics Today is an audience participation program at same time on ITV and radio every Saturday from 10:30 to 11:30 in the morning. Efosa Wangwe reporting.
We'll take a short commercial break on the Weekend News magazine. Stay tuned.
Congratulatory message. We, the diaspora coordinators of Progress Initiative, wishes to congratulate our vacancy governor, Governor Godwin Obaseki, and his amiable deputy, Comrade Phyllis Shaibu, for their re-election into office for a second tenure. We also thank the good people of Edo State for coming out in their numbers to vote our vacancy governor and his amiable deputy. We want to use this opportunity to appreciate our coordinator, Prince Victor Osayande Eweka, for his dynamic leadership, hard work, and tenacity. Signed, Andy Osatoame, Netherlands, Chairman, Diaspora Coordinators. Blessing Egbon, USA, Vice Chairman, Diaspora Coordinators. Sonny Nana, Canada, Secretary General, Diaspora Coordinators.
Introducing Kada Catering Service, a division of Kada Cinemas and Entertainment Center, providing you quality, delicious and tasty meals produced in a most hygienic environment. What is that occasion or event? Birthday party, housewarming, annual general meeting, burial ceremony? Kada Catering Services has got your back for local, continental and Chinese cuisines for that occasion. Save yourself the stress and make your event unique, classy and outstanding with our top-of-the-range event management services. For all your bookings, visit us at Kada Cinemas and Entertainment Center, Sapele Road, Benin City, or call us on 0807 350 6900. Kada Catering Services, indoor and outdoor premier catering for all times.
Akwa Ibom State Governor Odom Emmanuel has promised to create over 1,000 jobs for youths of the state in proposed oil and gas free zone and orders in the ICT and e-commerce sector. Governor Emmanuel made a pledge in his statewide broadcast on the wave of the anti-SARS protest, which turned violent and bloody on Thursday evening. The governor, who condemned the wanton destruction of public and private property by hoodlums in Uyo under the guise of the anti-SARS protest, said government is committed to engaging the youths meaningfully. He sympathized with the victims of the anti-SARS protest across the country, especially those who lost their loved ones and property in Uyo.